our GMs brought the nukes. They have brought the worst of the worst, and they are going to share with our players. In fact, let's go ahead and find out. Crappy, who is giving out the game today? Take us on over. Uh-oh. Very nice Sanka picture from the last mutually assured destruction round that we had. You know what? There are 3 matches total left. This one today, one more losers bracket finals, and then the ground finals. Oh my gosh. You know what? Let's bring our GM in and say hello to Novasol. Hey, 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 the Novasol. Hey, 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 the Novasol. Yo, 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 the Novasol.
Hey, bro, how are you doing today?
I am very sleepy, but I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm also very sleepy.
Oh, no, you're eepy.
I'm nice and burritoed up. Nice and cozy.
Oh, do you have a burrito?
I meant like a blanket.
Oh,
All nice and tucked
okay.
around me.
That's good. That's good.
I don't have an actual burrito, sadly.
Well, you should have an actual burrito. Okay, I was gonna demand it. Bring me a burrito or bring me death.
I can bring you one of those things.
Oh my gosh. This is mutually assured destruction. And I want to assure people that you have something that is full of pain. The funny thing is that the first quote-unquote nuke actually got vetoed, so this is your second nuke.
Yes. I honestly think it's a little bit of a better game, but it still ain't good.
Oh no. Well, what do we have?
We have the last possible puppet show for the arcade.
The Last Apostle Puppet Show. I just put The Last Apostle in on the layout because that's a really long name. But The Last Apostle Puppet Show, presented by Home Data. I don't know, why do I have data about my home? Who put it there? Was it the...
You're gonna have more questions after the game.
Oh, yeah.
If this is the data in my home, I don't want it.
Home Data. Oh my gosh, it's like Data East at home. You know what? Data East made a lot of fighting games, right?
I know. Yeah, later on they made quite a few. I kind of think they were a little too competent for this.
Well, I mean, yeah, this is why The Last Apostle was made by Data East at home, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, honestly, we all need a little Data East in our lives, and we all need a little fighting game, and heck, we need a little Home Data in our lives. The players are going to have 1 hour to try to make as much progress as they can. Whoever does,
yeah. I want to correct. It's only about a 12-minute long game. It's a score attack, which functionally is going to be progress.
Gotcha. That is gonna be fun. Apparently this runs on hardware designed for a Mahjong game per chat. What?
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. Codeman mentioned it correctly. This was on hardware designed for Mahjong.
Yeah,
and
we can definitely talk about that more later. I do love that a lot of companies took things that technically should not have had games on them and made games. I mean, Mahjong is a game, but you don't put a fighting game on a Mahjong table. That's weird.
No, it's the virtual highlight special,
which I love. Oh my gosh. Speaking of virtual highlight, Big Bad Game-a-thon submissions are open. Everybody, they run through the end of July. If you've got a bad game that you would like to run at Big Bad Game-a-thon, please submit. I have seen some of the games that have been submitted, and that's why I've got virtual highlight on the mind. Although I don't really want to say much more than that. It was submitted. That's all. Okay, that's all. Am I going to have somebody yell at me now? Probably.
Look, that's got to be an issue, and everyone loves virtual highlight.
Yeah. There are some neat little runs that have already gotten in. And by gotten in, I mean been submitted. We actually haven't done any reviewing as far as I know, and if we have, then they've kept it a secret from me. A secret!
Now, how dare they?
How dare they? Oh my gosh. Yeah. People running marathons, forgetting to... No, they told me that submissions were coming in. That's why I can actually talk about it, because, you know, it is going to be an extremely fun marathon. It's my favorite marathon of the year, even though it is not a charity marathon. I still think Big Bad Game-a-thon is the most fun, just because of how ridiculous some of the games are. But if you are wondering if your game is maybe too good for the marathon, one thing that you can do is submit and find out. We actually end up having a good game block most years anyway. And I say good game block because it's technically a little bit, you know, the games there are usually a little bit weird, but that, you know, overall you can say that they're fun and decent experiences. Yeah, it's Big Bad Game-a-thon, everybody. Don't miss it. And don't miss submissions.
When is Big Bad Game-a-thon again?
It's gonna be towards the end of September this year. Yeah. So...
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, are you gonna submit?
I'm not a speedrunner. I just give out jank.
You want to submit a showcase or something else? You don't have to submit a speedrun because we accept all types of things. We've had... I think we haven't had blind playthroughs, but we have had showcases. One of my favorite was Pfizer showing off, what was it, Smart Boy? Something like that.
Oh, I'm trying to think of what I would even do.
IQ equals 0, that's the biggest thing. That one was a lot of fun. I don't need to be
reminded about my IQ all the time.
Oh my gosh, it's not yours. It's Smart Boy's IQ. Smart Boy's IQ is 0. And if your IQ is 0 and you're still smart, holy crap, that is so cool. I feel like your IQ can't literally be 0 unless, 1, you're dead, and 2, you actually believe in IQ. But if you're dead, can you believe in IQ? I don't think so.
I think at that point you can't believe in anything.
Yeah, you know what I believe in? The Last Apostle puppet show. Oh my gosh. Let me go ahead and see if I can... Let's see. Last Apostle. Nope. Okay, I was gonna say, does Twitch know about this game? And Twitch does not know about this game.
I doubt it.
Ha! 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 Well, you know what? I know about this game. I love seeing the sort of zombie characters running around.
I mean, this came out in 1988. It's kind of impressive how it looks just for that.
And for 1988, having sort of... is this claymation? It looks like it.
That's what it looks like it. That's what it looks like.
Ooh. Okay, so how many credits do the game or the players get? Only one?
One. They get one. Because it's a score attack. Score resets when you game over anyway, so... That, and it's not a very long game. There's something like 9 levels to it. And honestly, I wouldn't be terribly surprised if we saw a clear.
You know what? There's definitely a possibility, but because this is score attack, players will be paying attention to what actually earns points, you know.
It's a function of how much health you have at the end of a fight combined with how much time you have. So the better you do, the higher your score.
Yeah, the players better not be listening because they'll have to figure that out on their own. With that said, I think we are ready to begin. Everybody, I need you to get all of your best emotes put together. Aha!
Yeah. Yeah, like if you have any like Chinese mythology emotes, like Zhangxis and whatnot, that'd be perfect.
Yes. And if you don't, then fighting game emotes, anything. Ooh, there we go. Bao,
Oh,
he's a
that's a
good
good
character. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, it looks like the countdown has gone. Spam your emote. Spam, 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 because I will start our timer as soon as I see movement in the first stage, the city peaking. Uh-oh. We're going up against a Zhangxi, huh?
Yeah, that's the first opponent, and you take a lot of damage when you get hit.
Okay,
Captain is almost dead.
is that the power at the top?
Yes.
It seems like you deal. Oh my gosh, he hits so hard. But
Yeah, it's kind of like playing Rocket Tag.
I love it. I love it so much.
That's the first opponent down.
Wow,
The first
the
couple of
players
fights are
really
kind
got
of-
through that.
Yeah, the first few fights are kind of free, and then the game takes off its weighted training clothes.
Okay, this is definitely. This definitely feels bootleg. I don't know. Oh no, Captain Drake failure. But you have 2 lives, right? Or 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
How the crap, Captain Drake down to 1 HP after 1 second in this fight? How is that even
Yeah.
ethical?
It's fine, it grew back.
What do you mean it
So-
grew back? What?
Well, I mean, he came back with a new head. It came from somewhere, right?
I suppose. What are these crosses that the birds are dropping?
I hope one of the players can explain it to me afterward, because I don't know.
Oh no, Meekin's head fell off. That is a failure. But with that said, remember the score
They have
is.
an extra.
Ooh.
Those are extra lives, I think, because Beacon's got an extra life somewhere, and so did Captain Drake.
I think it was at 20,000 points that they got an extra life.
Yeah. So, to explain a little bit how the controls work, you have a punch and a kick, and then for whatever reason, jump and defense are the same button.
Oh no. Enemies from both sides? Yeah, why does
Yeah?
everything hit so hard? Holy crap. Like. And the sounds are crispy, and I don't even know. Like, I'm enjoying this so far. Oh no. I even enjoy the fact that you get decapitated when you die. Are you only able to play as one character in this, or are there multiple
Correct.
characters you can play as?
Nope, this is the only playable character.
What's it?
And all the stages are in a set order, so it's pretty easy to see how far someone's gotten.
Ah, okay. And there we go, Captain Drake getting a full game over, but still,
Yep.
you know, the players are establishing their first high score, and now, you know, each subsequent attempt will be trying to get a higher score than what they had before, or learning some of the strats so that their final attempt ends up being the best. It looked like Meekin's, unfortunately, Wolf Kung Fu Master. Wait, Wolf? Is that your rank?
Yeah. Yes.
Ah, yeah. Who wants to be Dragon Kung Fu Master? You can be Elephant.
I mean, if I'm Dragon, I'm hoarding gold, I'm breathing fire, I'm living the life. Burn a village down if I feel like it was gonna stop me.
I feel like there are some very specific situations where I'd want to do that. I'm not really a fan of being convicted for arson, though. Ow!
I mean, if they want to try to haul me in, that's their problem.
Dead. Wait. Did it just... Are you fighting people who had died before then? Is this what's going on?
I'm pretty sure these are undead.
I mean, considering that this is called the Last Apostle Puppet Show, I'm going to slip that into the title because that's important.
That one spin kick took off so much health on Captain Drake.
There are some places that will call zombies and such puppets instead of zombies. The main game that I'm thinking of is Scum on PC, which is I've been playing a little bit. It's enjoyable. But I might actually have to play with other people at some point because playing by yourself isn't, I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit limited. But Chad is also mentioning these could be digitized puppets as well. I think, I don't know. We're figuring it out. These definitely look like some sort of claymation, though.
Yeah, some kind of stop motion went on here. Which, again, for 1988 is pretty dang impressive.
Yeah. I mean, I would normally say maybe they should have stopped that motion sooner, but whatever. They still finished the game, and it's here, and we get to see all of the beauty that, you know, the game has to offer. Meekins, back to the beginning. Remember, we've got a full hour of this game, and honestly, a lot of fighting game matches aren't really decided until pretty far into them. With that said, Captain Drake actually has a very healthy score, 42,000 points. This may pass Meekins' best.
Yeah, it seems like
sure.
He's got the pattern down. So this should be... Oh, well, there goes all his health.
Oh, there we go. Captain Drake lives, but just barely. Ow, those sounds. That is a new high score. Perfect.
Yes.
Dwarf Wizard.
Wizard.
Ooh. You know what?
The Plains of Death.
They usually don't let dwarves be wizards in D&D, and that's a little disappointing. Is this like Dragon Ball Z?
It would be around that time, wouldn't it? Yeah, that totally looks like Piccolo.
I think that's Piccolo.
Yeah, that's just Piccolo.
Okay, we've got Cat Zombie, which is the first enemy here. We've got... I don't remember what they called the Chun-Li character here, but... This is fun. Thank you, by the way, for everybody being here. We do have a lot of fun, and I appreciate Jeff, XVX, and Maziam for resubscribing. Remember, after this, we only have 2 matches left, and then the grand prize, $500, will be going out to the winner of the grand finals. And seriously, everybody who has helped contribute financially, that is super helpful, and you are always welcome to do that. Here we go. She says thank you a lot. That might not be what she's saying.
No.
I think she's just really polite.
It does sound like thank you.
Yeah.
Chops your head off and says thank you.
Chun-Li always apologizes, which kind of rubs me the wrong way. Like, you don't need to apologize for beating somebody up if they challenged you, you know. They asked for it. But...
yeah, that's kind of on them.
But this lady, she's polite in a very different way, just saying thank you all the time. She kicks your head off and says thank you. See, that is the way to really, like... When people compliment you, don't apologize or don't be like, oh, I'm not that good. No, say thank you. So, and if you kick somebody's head off, say thank you, because they allowed you to show just how good you are at kicking heads off of people. Yeah!
A valuable life skill.
It's true. Okay, Meekins is using crouch strats to try to fight these enemies, and I think this is at least helping mitigate some of the damage. I think that this is a wise decision.
Yeah, this guy is a jumpy boy.
Yeah, I actually thought that it was like an enemy rush, but no, it's just one dude.
All right. That's a new high score.
60,000 points. Meekins is now currently in the lead. Off to fight Piccolo in the Plains of Death. I love how specific all of the landscape titles are, and then you actually see the picture, and they're like, oh, it's just another mud land. That's where we are, just mud.
All right, so the Red Cross gave Meekin some extra health, and then it all went away instantly.
We appreciate your help, Red Cross. Oh no, Meekin's 64,000. Apparently Meekin's is the baboon kung fu master. Wait, baboon
Wait,
now
baboon
higher?
is stronger? It's higher than dragon?
Maybe it just gives you a random animal when you win. Yeah.
Hell, you're...
There we go, Captain Drake up to 52,000 points and moving on to the Piccolo fight as well. That is a lead change, 61,000 points. Yeah, I'm really enjoying that we're already having a decent amount of back and forth between these players. Like, I feel like they're both going to get better as time goes on. This game is rough.
Yeah, it's all about memorizing enemy patterns. Because you cannot damage race them.
No, not at all. Like, figuring out how to hurt them and not get hurt yourself. Okay, Captain Drake has 67,800 points.
Yep, that's currently the high water mark.
Yeah, maybe we should have told him to actually, like, enter high scores in at the end, but whatever. We saw it, 67,800. That is a lead for Captain Drake.
Yeah, and it seems like chat is going to help us too. Like, we got Linkura keeping track of scores, which is helpful.
Yeah, thank you, chat. And chat, you are all very much welcome to help out. Simply put, sometimes I get distracted by everything that's going on.
And also, I get distracted by bro.
Well, I'm also a vampire right now, Novasol. No, like,
are you hopping? Or are you just regular?
Do vampires hop? Is that what they're known for?
That's what Zhangxis are. They're hopping vampires.
I thought they were like zombies. Are they vampires?
I think so.
Cat zombie. It's called cat zombie. Okay, so yes, they are hopping vampires, but I would say that it's probably closer to the original vampire, which back over, I believe it was in Romania, that area of the world, vampires were a lot closer to zombies than the way that we imagine them now. And so I'm going to go ahead and say that the Chinese idea of a vampire with Jiangxi is a lot truer to our original definition of vampire. So there we go. No, I'm closer to a modern vampire. I need iron.
You need iron? Do you sparkle when you go outside?
I mean, I'm kind of pale. The sun burns. Less sparkly, though, okay? Unless, ooh, if anybody has any glittery lotion, I could just rub that all over my body and then go outside and shock everybody.
Look, I'm way too pale. When I go outside, it's like putting a fork in the microwave.
I love that.
There's just sparks everywhere.
People are saying it's just anemia. Yeah, literally, I have anemia. That's what I'm saying here. I'm not actually a vampire. Duh. I live in Utah. You think they'd let vampires live here? No, there's too much religion here for a vampire to do well. Come on.
I mean, some vampires would just take that as a challenge.
I'm really tired, though, Novasol. I'm not going to take that as a challenge, no.
Well, yeah, you're a vampire. You're up at the wrong time of day.
Yeah, what the crap? 62,000 points currently for Captain Drake. That's pretty good. I think Meekins is at the point where they really want to get past the first 2 or 3 levels without taking any deaths so that they can actually try some of the later fights and grind those out. Once you understand sort of how bootleg Chun-Li works, like, you can semi-reliably do the fight. Meekins dying once, but they actually got an extra life at 20,000 points, so it's not a huge deal to refight Chun-Li. I'd actually say that, like, you're probably going to want to have a couple deaths in your playthroughs, because if you can get the enemy close to dead without killing them and you get more hits off on them, you actually get more score each time.
Correct.
And
their health does not reset when you die, so it can be helpful.
Oh, I thought it did reset. I thought it went all the way back up.
Nope.
Okay, Captain Drake,
Why
are you going to be able to deal?
Takes so many hits.
That last health bar, let me tell you. Why is the health? Why? Piccolo, stop this. Why are you not dead? Novasol, what is this? How is this allowed? Well, 81,600 points, but an extra life. This is...
I think some enemies you have to kill them a certain way, and I don't think Pick is how you kill Piccolo.
Yeah, the players are going to have to figure that out. But if you can keep getting points just by looping their AI, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I do wonder what happens if you run out of time.
This. I mean, you die when you run out of time, so you can't do this indefinitely.
Hey, we've got 96,000 points for Captain Drake. That is a pretty commanding lead at the moment. Meekins is now Wolf Kung Fu Master. Good. See, I've got a yellow belt in Kung Fu. So I could possibly, you know what? I could be the hopping vampire. I could be the Jiangshi.
Yeah, you'd be a very powerful level 1 boss.
I'd use a knife though. I gotta be honest. Give me something, okay? I'm not just gonna fight you with my bare hands, okay? Even if it's in the rules. I am undead. I don't follow your stupid human rules. So, for reference, chat is clarifying, Drake has 96,000 points flat. Meekins has 64,150. Yeah, the high score up at the top right for Meekins is not quite as high as Meekins gotten, but it's relatively close. People are saying that if I am a Jiangshi, my nails are like knives. Is that real? That's scary. What if I'm trying to like...
Sounds awesome.
No, I'm just imagining. I'm trying to open like a can of soda and I accidentally scratch myself. I'm gonna hurt myself, okay? I know this. Oh, I could just take my sharp nail and puncture the can, and it's like how frat boys chug beers. I can do that, but as a zombie and just using my nails, and that's how I drink my soda. And then I won't accidentally hurt myself. Chat is saying vampires do not drink soda. Excuse me. I don't believe that. So, like, okay, what is the problem with drinking soda? It's water. It's got some sugars. I'm sure that if you're undead, you can have sugar. Unless you're an undead guy with diabetes, that is a problem.
Nakarashi beat me to it. What if blood orange soda?
Ooh, yeah. I love me some blood orange. It's tasty, okay? Really good stuff. Chat does know that Utah is the soda state. We have a ridiculous amount of soda shops here. Like, okay, yeah, watch Captain Drake. Okay, you are correct that the enemy's health does stay as low as it was when you when you die, so you don't have to deal all of the damage again. Oh, Meekins, no,
I guess the
Piccolo.
point bonus is just time. All right, well, bodied by Piccolo. You hate to see it. I think what Captain Drake is going to do is he's just going to do the AI loot to rack up a bunch of points, which is definitely the way you want to go.
Well, I mean, not only are you racking up points, but you're not really taking damage yourself. You can just slowly deal damage to the enemy until you're at a point where you feel comfortable fighting. But technically, if we have Captain Drake do this until running out of time, that could be a really decent high score. Captain Drake has 90-something thousand points for the personal best, 96,000, and Captain Drake could clear it this time. Like, with 2 lives, yeah, this is going to set a new high score. Meekins, though, Baboon Kung Fu Master at 76,900 points. Meekins is starting to get there. I think it's going to work out. Okay.
All right.
Captain Drake.
Need to go for the kill.
Nope.
I'm up.
That's fine. Another 60 seconds.
60 seconds to rack up points.
Yep, and then if you can figure out how to kill Piccolo, then that works as well. But yeah, I feel like setting a really high score early on is probably a wise decision. You know, it's not... Really, it doesn't matter until the very end, but I think that at least knowing that with this boss you can rack up, 30, 40, 50,000 points alone, that is a decent piece of knowledge to have. And there we go, 113,050 points for Captain Drake. A much
Captain
bigger...
Drake went into that fight with about 70,000, so he got 50,000 off Piccolo alone.
I love that. That's fantastic. Now, yeah, one thing, when you finish the level, did you say that you get a bonus based off of how much time you have?
It's just time. I thought it was health, but it's not.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, both of the players, by the way, are resetting pretty quickly after dying early on, and I believe that is a good move. You want to have the lives in order to grind out later enemies so that you get more experience with them. You want to be able to, like, actually make progress and finish off the enemies. And Meekins is through Bootleg Chun-Li. Her head fell off.
Kicked it clean off.
Yeah. Do. Yeah, she said thank you. She is so excited and so polite. I love her.
So speaking of Chun-Li, who do you play in Street Fighter 6?
So far, who I've played as the most has probably been E Honda. Although I'm kind of a fan of the Chun-Li's fighting style. I always played Chun-Li back when I played Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which I assure you is a real game. We have a Z-SNES version of that up on my channel right now. Okay? It's real. In fact, Polterghost, who is in the Losers Bracket finals, and is going to go up against one of these players. Polterghost is the one who recorded that video, and oh, the sound crimes. Let me just say, Guile's theme no longer goes with everything.
Captain Drake, you gotta kick the head off.
Yeah, that seems to be the way to finish off enemies in this game. You have to hit their head. If you don't, well, they have to hit your head too in order to kill you. I think that once you're down to a sliver of health, that's the only way you can die.
That's what it seems like. I'd be lying if I said I had an intricate understanding of this game's mechanics.
You know what? I bet that the animal rating that you get relates to whatever enemy you were fighting, or whichever one was the last one you defeated.
You know, it would make sense if it was the level you got to.
Yeah. Ha. So, as far as we can see, like, I'm taking a look, and let's see. There are currently 5 known machines with this game out there in the world. And apparently, most of them, like, I'm looking at the arcademuseum.com, they know of 5 copies of this game out there. So, like, the arcade version of this game, definitely very rare. Yeah. And one board is actually for sale. How much are they? Per this website, let me see. How much are they trying to sell it for? How much money do I have to cough up for the last Apostle Puppet Show? I don't know. It doesn't say. They say for sale. Your zip code needed in account settings to show distance. I don't care. How much are you selling it for, huh?
Chat saying we must band together to defeat the 5 chaos machines.
Yeah, apparently.
Just kick their heads off.
You know what? That would be a fun little mission. Go and, like, it would be a stupid mission, but kind of fun anyway. Just go
drop kick the monitor out of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. She's vulnerable. You're running out of time. Kick her head off.
Oh, okay. I see there is an arcade PCB that's $180. So that's not quite as bad as I was thinking.
For the rarity of it, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Like, considering there's only 5 known machines, I would have expected to be way more.
By the way, many thanks to underscore fishy, who doesn't have an underscore in their name, despite having the word underscore. Thank you so much for resubscribing. Great to have you here.
And to answer the question, what is this? This is a fighting game built on hardware designed to play Mahjong.
Wait. What do you mean by that?
I mean, it was the same hardware they used to produce Mahjong games.
Okay, do we know which Mahjong games? Like,
I could go look and see what else they made. We fire up the old main here.
Yeah. Oh, apparently underscore fishy wanted the underscore, but somebody had already taken underscore fishy. Wow. I can't believe somebody would do that.
Mahjong Clinic, Mahjong Hoki, Mahjong Joshi Pro Res.
These have to have nudity in them, like.
No, that one sounds like pro wrestling.
Well, okay. What? You're saying wrestling can't have nudity?
I'm saying it probably doesn't. This one has private teacher in the title, so that's definitely.
Oh, that's definitely gonna be an adult Mahjong game.
Mahjong Lemon Angel.
Yep, okay.
Mahjong Vitamin C.
Vitamin C? What? Is this like freaking like nutrition specialist Mahjong?
Now I'm curious what the swerve on that one is.
I have no idea.
Look, I don't know how to play Mahjong, so every time I load up an arcade Mahjong game, I just play it long enough to plunk some tiles down and be mad.
I have Mahjong on my phone, and I actually really enjoy playing Mahjong. One of my favorite things to do in Final Fantasy XIV. Just had to go, oh, maybe I'll play that later today. I'm not gonna stream after this game, okay? Because I am very, very tired. But some mahjong sounds amazing. Yeah, so pull up Final Fantasy XIV, go play some mahjong, and we'll call it good. So the thing is, like, Captain Drake has killed Piccolo. Yeah, his head is gone.
Yeah, that was a pretty sizable score bonus that he got for the time.
So
I don't think we've seen this yet.
I don't like this boy. I'm taking a look, by the way, at some of the things that this game relates to, because this is called The Last Apostle Puppet Show, and even though we think of puppets definitely as a Western thing, from what I can see, there were some fairly intricate Chinese puppets. I'm pulling a picture up right here. Look at these. Like,
those are really cool.
Yeah, they're fascinating. I don't think the characters in this game look a whole lot like that, but they may have been based off of the idea of puppets, and there may be like specific tropes that are being used, or movement styles, or attacks that, you know, you would only get if you'd seen a lot of puppet shows, or if you knew how puppet shows generally worked.
Drake's got a real good handle on this. Might kick his head.
Nope.
Do it! No!
But still, 129,100 points. That is a new high score. Jaguar. Fantastic.
Yeah, halfway in, I feel like Captain Drake has gotten a better handle on the mechanics.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to put another puppet show picture up here, because apparently not only having the puppets was something that was done, also making shadow puppet shows where you have the puppets, but the shadows are the main medium here. That's
really cool.
So fascinating. Okay. I love it. I'm really into folklore, and the way that you tell stories is an element of folklore. I mean, heck, I did it as part of my bachelor's and my master's degrees. You know, folklore is very important to me.
I love educational Kuso time.
Yeah. So do I. Yeah, one of the things that, like, I learned a little bit about before is that while, you know, we have these puppets that are around, there are also various places that made some sort of animated imagery that you would, like, essentially they would be paintings except slightly animated, and the way that they did that was having sand as a mechanism that would turn a wheel behind the picture, and that turning the wheel would cause parts of the image to move, you know? So you had like an acrobat that was spinning around on the flying trapeze, you know, just doing backflips and stuff. And all of that was possible without batteries because, you know, it just had sand in it. And you'd turn it upside down and then turn it back up, and there he'd go, spinning around because of that different type of power that we basically do not use today. It's just so cool. Like, learning behind the scenes how some of these tricky art pieces work. Yeah, I never really knew about the Japanese puppets, though. It's definitely not controlled by arcade sticks most of the time. But it's sort of similar to, like, I'd almost say Kermit the Frog with the little sticks coming out of the puppets. Here, let me go ahead and share another picture with everybody. Like, if this doesn't make you think of Kermit the Frog and the way that they control his hands, I don't know what would. But instead of being 3D puppets, these puppets are 2D. And that is not very common in the Western world, 2D puppets.
This is actually completely fascinating. I need to go look this stuff up later.
Yeah!
Because I love learning about new forms of, like... I want to say animated mediums, even though that's not quite what it is.
It is animated. You move them around.
Yeah,
Literally, that's what animation is.
that's true.
You silly. No, Sal, you're silly.
I am silly.
The cool thing...
By the
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, I was just going to mention, the grudge match the other night when I said, oh, can I grudge you both after you called me out? And then they pinned it. That made me happy.
That's great. Yeah, that was... Everybody, if you missed GDQ yesterday or the day before, we had 2 grudge match shows, and both of them were a lot of fun. I really enjoyed... I think the Thursday show, I think I enjoyed the most, although I can't remember what we even did or what we had.
Bizarro de Gazaru.
Oh,
the monkey game.
Yeah, Bizarro de Gazaru. Yeah.
That game is incredible. I love it.
That one was great. And then before that we had... that's right, Firebam, Famicom Disk System game that I actually, did a little looking into to see if it would work for Kusog7ande, and I was like, I don't know how to track this well enough. But now I do. Novasol, I know how to track that now.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Chad is asking if I am still a teacher. And first off, I'd say adjunct instructor. And the answer is also no. Because, as it turns out, the amount that they wanted to pay me didn't increase over, the 8 years that I taught there. And honestly, streaming games right now is possibly a little bit better making money than teaching. Not only that, but dealing... the fact that, when Justin broke his hip, and, that was right around finals time when I needed to work on grading a whole bunch of papers, and I told them, and basically the university said, well, good luck grading. You know, I wasn't really a huge fan that they offered no help at all. So,
not even an assistant?
Oh, no, they did not offer an assistant or anything. They're like, just let us know if you don't get it done on time. And I'm like, trust me, you'll know if I don't get it done on time.
All right. Eakins has reached the mountain.
Ooh, and we've
high
got
water
teleporting Jiangxi.
It goes down pretty quick, but then you gotta fight the king.
Oh, look at this guy. I love the forward movement here. Honestly, that would work pretty well for 2D puppets. What you do is you essentially just put a hinge on the puppet's shoulder, and then you have sticks that control the main body and sticks that control the hands. All you'd have to do is keep the hands raised, and if you lean the puppet forward with the hands still at the same height, it'll do sort of the attack animation that you see right here with this puppet.
Yeah, I just want to point out, Meekins is very close to a lead change. Still one more life to kill this thing.
Yeah! Yeah, Meekins has been... Oh, no.
No,
that's fine, that's fine. Meekins...
Kick its head off.
I think Meekins is a little bit more consistent at actually finishing enemies off. 132,000 points, is that a lead change?
That is a lead change.
We have Meekins in the lead. Remember, whoever loses today is eliminated from Kusog7ande, and the winner goes into the grand finals. Very nice.
Stonefly!
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
And now the real nightmare begins.
Uh-oh. What is this, Chicken Man? What is this? What is this?
Yeah, it gets extremely rude about halfway through.
But it looks like Meekins did manage to get an extra life and is getting a second chance at that enemy. That is a new high score. We've got a Tiger Kung Fu Master. Congratulations to Meekins making it that far. And Captain Drake now needs to really get a good push. I do think grinding out extra points on Piccolo, since he's got a pretty easy to loop AI here, this is worthwhile taking the time to just grind out points.
It's worthwhile, but I think Drake isn't cashing out soon enough.
Yeah, I think that I'd probably want to know what enemies are coming out after Piccolo. That way I'd have a decent understanding. Like, you know, you need to practice the later stages. That way you can have a good final last attempt. And there we go, Captain Drake losing his head.
Like, it doesn't matter if you get an extra 40,000 points on this guy if your opponent is getting an extra 20,000 on 3 more opponents. Like, you need to see what comes later.
Yeah. Okay. Still, like, I'm just trying to think, if you're able to get an extra life based off of fighting Piccolo like this, like, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Seems like the next threshold was 150,000.
Meekins just asked why one of the characters looks like Enzo Matrix, and I have no idea what that means. What's an Enzo Matrix?
Don't know what that... Oh, is that the character from Reboot?
Oh my gosh. From Reboot? What's Reboot?
What? Oh... It was
Am I in trouble?
PG animation from Canada in the mid-90s.
This guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Who the crap is this?
Enzo Matrix.
Well, okay, I guess that makes sense. Hey, my name's Enzo Matrix. I'm sorry. Apparently, I am too old to remember a Canadian 3D animation.
I'm older than you, and I remember it. You don't have an excuse.
I do have an excuse. I didn't watch Canadian television. I live in Utah. What? It was on ABC? What? Oh, yeah, next you're gonna say it was on XYZ. Whatever. I don't even know what that means. Okay, let me take a look at whatever this is. Reboot? In the inner computer world of Mainframe, a Guardian program sprite and his friends defend the system from threats from viruses and the user. Okay, I'm looking this up on IMDb. Wow, this looks like trash. Like, this looks really bad.
I think you've made a lot of enemies today with that statement.
Chat, I'm sorry, this looks really bad. Oh, people are angry. Oh no, I'm so sorry that I offended literally everybody. Yeah, my guess is that when this came out, I had already grown up enough that it probably wasn't appealing to me at all. And I was 9 years old when it came out.
See, if I had seen it when it was 9, I would have thought it was the raddest thing ever.
I am in so much trouble. Well, what time was it on? That's another question.
It was a Saturday morning show.
Saturday morning? Okay. Yeah, we really didn't watch Saturday morning cartoons very much when I was growing up. I gotta be honest. Even though, like, that was the big thing back in the 90s, Saturday morning cartoons. No, the cartoons that I usually watched was, like, Sunday morning before church, before everybody else woke up. I'd go watch Bozo the Clown. And I hate Bozo, and then there would be Woody the Woodpecker, and I hate Woody the Woodpecker, and then there would be Pokemon. And Pokemon was okay, but I'd just put on something because I'm like, you know, I'm waking up 6, 7 a.m. during school anyway, so I'm just used to being awake, and nobody else is awake. I'll just watch freaking Bozo the freaking Clown! I hate that clown, okay?
A whole bunch of stuff started making sense just now.
He always offered a brand new crisp $100 bill. You know what? As a kid, I would have loved that. But the kids almost never won it. Why? Because Bozo did freaking carnival tricks in order to screw them over. I hate you, Bozo.
All right, so we're getting towards the end of the match. There is an extra stipulation.
Okay.
They are allowed to either finish their current credit or play for an extra 5 minutes, whichever is shorter.
Yes. So when we hit the hour, we will allow them to keep going up until the hour and 5 minute mark. That is correct.
Yes.
You know, chat, I bet you wouldn't guess, but Piccolo is based off of a folklore as well. Actually, Dragon Ball Z is based off of folklore. I would guess that Piccolo is probably based off of a character from Journey to the West, although I have no idea who.
Yeah, I can't tell you.
So
Kami's saying, this seems like Miken's game to lose right now. You're absolutely correct. He has a 40,000 point lead.
Yeah, but honestly, Miken really has no effect on how well Captain Drake does. Like, Miken's needs to at least be thinking, you know, Captain Drake has a possibility of getting a little bit past my score. How do I just make a little bit more progress? Yeah, Miken's literally, like, if Captain Drake doesn't do better, Miken's literally cannot lose. But if Captain Drake does manage to get a new high score, Miken's just needs to try to get that one up. And by one up, I don't mean like a mushroom. Just one up your current score, get a higher score. You don't want to just barely win. You want to demolish the victory. You want to do as well as you can.
Yeah, I feel like Drake is a little too fixated on low attacks because that's how you Piccolo. But jump attacks are way safer, and they also more reliably kill enemies when they're low on health.
Yeah.
And I think that might be the difference maker.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out about, like, Piccolo, where he comes from, and why he shows up in this game. Because, like, his character has to be based off of some sort of folklore, right?
I would think so.
Yeah, just like most of the characters in Dragon Ball Z are based off of some sort of folklore character or another. But who is Piccolo? Maybe. Okay, here we go. I'm reading through. Wikipedia appears to actually have information here. Okay, apparently all the previous villains were considered too likable, and so they wanted to create a character who you could actually hate. And apparently Piccolo's personality was created after they talked about the Roman Emperor Nero Caesar. And that makes a lot of sense. That you'd be like, okay, let's go ahead and make somebody evil, sort of like Nero. Yeah. It checks
see it.
out.
Drake is moving on to Piccolo. But no extra lives in the tank. And I think Drake's only been past Piccolo a few times.
Yeah. Okay, so I really have no idea. Was Piccolo an alien in Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah. Yes, his race comes from Namek.
Okay. Why? That's really weird that you're like, okay, let's have an alien. That's cool. But I guess, whatever, it's anime. You can go ahead and make anybody however you want when you're doing an anime.
Okay, Drake has cashed out on Piccolo. So we're going to see the next level.
Yeah, apparently today is Make Chat Mad Day because people are upset that I've never watched Dragon Ball Z. I'm sorry that I'm not a nerd like all of you here. I'm just a very different type of nerd, okay?
I was about to say, is that a claim you want to make here? Just imagine I'm gesturing wildly at the screen.
Okay. Nah.
Being a nerd's nothing to be ashamed of.
Okay, so people are telling me, you know, maybe I will one day watch original Dragon Ball, but I have to wonder, has it aged? Is it still enjoyable to watch, or is it just enjoyable for nostalgia? Because if you've got nostalgia goggles on and it's not going to be fun for me, I'll go watch something else.
It's got its moments. You watch the Kai version, because it cuts out a lot of garbage.
Okay. Wait,
Ooh,
which
Piccolo,
version?
Dragon Ball Z Kai.
What does that mean?
It's just a revision of it that cuts out a lot of the filler.
So wait, there was Dragon Ball Z, and there's Dragon Ball Z Kai?
Yeah, it's just a redo of Dragon
Captain
Ball
Drake
Z.
fighting the chicken!
Yep.
Well, getting destroyed by the chicken. And then
It's
resetting.
a high watermark for Drake, but it's not enough.
Yeah, still, like, Captain Drake doesn't know how well Meekins has done, and because of that, you know, Captain Drake's push, I think it was about 124,000 points. Like, that has to feel good that towards the end of the match, you are getting a new high score. Meekins took the chicken down, now to Stonefly?
Yeah.
The path of something. Oh, yeah. Stonefly, aka Chicken Boy.
The flying jerk.
Okay, the jump kicks appear to be somewhat helpful until... Oh my... How do you even deal with Chicken Boy? Chicken Boy, stop
You
it!
don't.
He
You
just
don't.
bounced on it! Oh my gosh, Meekins, you are so dead. Failure. 146,000 points. This may be a new high score.
Dire Hydra raising an excellent point. It cuts out the driving license episode, so it's trash.
Wait, there's a driver's license episode in Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, where Goku and Piccolo have to go learn to drive.
Okay, now I want to watch this.
It's incredible.
Okay, chat is noting that is 155,750 points, and that's not quite a high score because Meekins had 163,000 earlier. I do not have exact numbers. If it comes down to it, we will want to make sure that we have the numbers absolutely correct, but Meekins is still definitely in the lead.
Yeah, it was 164,000.
Yeah. I really don't like the almost out of time sound that we're getting on Captain Drake's screen. Can you kill her in time? Nope. Time up. I would almost consider just resetting after that.
I would restart. You've got 8 minutes. You should restart.
There goes her head.
Not the time. Yeah, now isn't the time to be farming points.
I mean, farming points, yeah. Go for it. but you want to, like, this needs to be your best attempt. This attempt or your next attempt. Like, I feel like there may, because of the bonus 5 minutes at the end that we are giving people to finish off a credit, that's probably enough that if somebody starts a run before the hour mark, they will be able to continue on and possibly win.
Yeah, 5 minutes is enough time to get halfway through the game.
Yeah, like, I still think that it would be good to reset if you have a death that you don't want early on in the first two fights. Meekin's already had a death before even getting a 1-up here. I would have hit the reset button, I gotta be honest. Yeah, so
I had
go ahead.
No, go ahead. I had concerns that this wouldn't really work out too well for a match, but
this is great.
Surprised at how much depth. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm eager to hear Meekin's thoughts about it because when I revealed the game, Meekin wasn't terribly thrilled at a fighting game.
Yeah, Meekin's is like, oh, great, a fighting game. And, like, a fighting game is not necessarily a genre that you expect in Kusog7ande. It's something, like, I recommend learning new fighting games so that you at least sort of know how a good one works. That way, when a bad one shows up one day or another on Kusog7ande, you at least have an idea of certain strats that can help. Getting a wide variety of video games and a wide variety of experience really is helpful here. Okay, Captain Drake. I believe Captain Drake just wanted to get to Piccolo and then grind out points by kicking him as Piccolo jumps back and forth. I think this is a fair strategy. Yeah, why do all of your lives disappear on the screen? Like, if you die once, you can't see how many lives you have left. Like, why, Novasol? Is it just a glitch in the visuals?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to assume yes, it's a glitch.
Maybe they didn't get the right tiles for their Mahjong hand or something.
Yeah. Blame Mahjong. Okay. Like, here's the deal. Captain Drake is up to 122,000 points.
Yeah.
Gonna be fighting... Okay, good. Captain Drake still has, I believe, 2 more attempts. Captain Drake could possibly get a PB off of just Piccolo alone. And might actually pass Meekin's. Like, this is... I believe this is the correct move that Captain Drake is doing.
Like, what I would do is lame this out on this life and then cash out on the next one for the time bonus. And then see what I could do on the next enemy.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, what you might want to do is grind out a few extra points on your next life until you're about to, 15 seconds left, and then just try to kill Piccolo. Captain Drake actually has, 3 whole lives? This life, the next life, and the life after. I would use the next life as well, just grinding out points here.
Meekin's high watermark was about 160.
I believe so. This is a ridiculous strat by Captain Drake. This is so good.
Yeah, if Drake just takes Piccolo's head off right now, that's a lead change. But he's going for the full farm.
I still think this is the right move. It's a little bit stressful because Piccolo did get some hits off and... Oh my gosh, 160,000 points. Just be careful, okay? Okay, that's fine.
No.
That's okay, because this final life, all you have to do, I think that grinding got a few points, but if Piccolo almost kills you, murder him. Just murderize, okay? Here we go. This is a lead change right now in the last 2 minutes of the match. Remember, the players can go 5 minutes overtime. But Captain Captain Drake is playing this completely right. I was really wondering how the last bit of this match was going to go, how they were going to get a high score, and this is so good. Novasol, this is working out very, very well.
I've had some nice buzzer beaters.
Yeah!
Pretty recently. This and Mutant Knight.
There we go, 191,000 points. Honestly, my gosh, I feel like if Meekins was going up against anybody else, Meekins would probably win. But, you know, this is not the losers bracket final. This is the second to last match in the losers bracket. You know, these players are extremely good and have overcome a lot of odds to make it this far. This is fantastic. So, here we go. We are almost to the final credit. Meekins moving on. I'm going to go ahead and let them know that they've got 5 minutes for the final credit.
Yeah, and Drake still has an extra life, so... I don't see the lead changing, though, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, 210,000 points. Like, 5 minutes is enough time if Meekins has a good strategy.
I would say yes if Drake weren't still going and running that score up.
Yeah, dying there is completely fine. Okay, and I will start a 5-minute counter in Discord as soon as Crappy says time. And there we go, 5 minutes left for their final credit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Captain Drake, what I would probably try to do, just kill this boss. There we go. That was almost a double KO, but Captain Drake somehow lived.
Well, Stonefly is probably going to end this
real
fast.
This is going to be the end to the attempt very, very quickly. 247,000 points. If we can get 250k, there we go, 252. This is ridiculous, Novasol.
That's amazing.
Like,
the last attempt just blows his old record out of the water.
This has absolutely been an amazing watch, figuring out what is going to be the best way to get a high score. And Captain Drake has 1 life left. I believe Captain Drake got just enough points to get 1 extra life going up against Chicken. Heck, we might see the Chicken go down. Chicken boy, die! No! Well, okay, never mind then.
Failure.
And it looks like that is time, because both of the players have lost their final credits. That is it for the losers bracket, second to last match. Captain Drake is going to be moving on. Let me go ahead and play some music here. Throw your hands in the air, everybody. How fantastic.
I am impressed.
Oh my gosh, no, I don't want Maikuyama to come join chat. Meekins. Yeah! Seriously, that was amazing. Meekin, hello there.
Hello.
Hi.
Let me just tell... What's that?
The game was hilarious. I had a great time.
It was very funny to watch. And let me just say... you were in the lead up until the last 2 minutes, and then Captain Drake passed you up. Not only that, but Captain Drake got over 250,000 points in the last attempt. But Captain Drake just barely broke like 100,000 on any other attempt. It was just the last one that Drake was like, I need to make this count. And he did. Holy crap, Meekin.
Wow.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
I was like, I can't believe Meekin's gonna be going into the finals for the losers bracket. This is so cool.
Oh, sorry, it's not cool anymore.
No, it still is cool because I like Drake. But I feel like if you went up against anybody else, you would have taken the victory today. It's just Captain Drake time and time again shocks us.
That's fine. I used to do Mystery Tournament a lot, and I, like, never beat Drake, and I beat him once this tournament, so that's enough for me.
Yeah! No, that's what I love to hear.
I can't expect it to happen twice.
I will say you got farther earlier, and if
Yeah.
this had just been progress, the one on that metric alone. But what set you apart is that on Piccolo,
Yeah.
Captain Drake found a way to loop the AI and was just using extra lives to rack up points.
Oh, dang. Okay. I figured there was something like that in this game, because there was, like, a way... It seemed like enemies didn't always take damage, so I figured there was a way you could possibly, like, maybe do that.
Yeah.
They won't die unless you knock their head off.
Right, and I never figured out how to do that consistently. I just hit him a bunch until it worked.
Yeah, Piccolo, the best strat was to just crouch and attack while he sort of, he does a little jump attack when he's really close to you to go to your other side, and if you just stay ducking and kicking, he goes back and forth and back and forth. He will not die, but you get points for every time that you hit, and that's... Captain Drake had so many lives going into that fight, and I think actually racked up additional lives while doing that fight.
Yeah. I noticed a couple point values did give you lives. Yeah, that's a little, I don't know. That's how I feel about score things, is that you find the loop and then you get it.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
Honestly, well, I mean, again, up until the 58-minute mark, you would have won. Like, you should feel good about how you did. I think that it was a fantastic watch. And you said that this game is hilarious.
It's hilarious.
Explain to me, like, why is it hilarious?
I love how incredibly fast all the animations are. And I don't know, like, you hit someone, a funny noise plays, and they go flying. It's really funny.
Yeah,
I don't know why that's funny to me. I just...
No, I love it. I actually feel like this game is very much flawed, but at the same time, I think that it's kind of fun. You know, flawed games don't bad games don't have to be miserable. Some of them can be really enjoyable. And like, oh my gosh, the chicken guy boss,
The
Meekin.
chicken was a fan favorite.
I think I almost got him. I didn't
You
look at
did.
his health at all, but I got him kind of in a high jump kick loop near the end there. And...
Down to 1 HP, I believe.
Aw, dang.
Yeah, Captain Drake only on the last attempt got him down pretty far. I don't think he got as close as you did to killing the chicken boss, but seriously, I love how janky the game looks. I feel like this might be one of my favorite fighting games that we've had on Kusog7ande. I do think that, like, it makes sense to bring this out in sort of the mutually assured destruction, the nuclear, yeah, who am I, George
Nuclear.
Bush? The nuclear round, I appreciate that it came out here. And, like, I know that you were not thrilled about a fighting game, Meekin.
No, I don't. Like, if they're progress based, maybe like they're okay in my book, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Score runs seem a little dubious to me, but I mean, it is what it is, right?
Oh yeah. And well, the thing is, like, progress wise, you both might have cleared the game, so like it makes sense to me to have this as a score attack. It does make you approach the game a little bit different, and it's not something that we always do here, but I like to throw curveballs occasionally. And honestly, you know, seeing what players do in reaction to the curveball that they get is always interesting to me. This is a game, though, that I feel like I might have to try playing myself because of how silly it looks.
It's silly. It's silly to control, too. I like when
really?
you jump kicked and you, like, spammed it a lot, you just flew across the entire screen.
Oh, that's
Had
beautiful.
trouble landing after that. I do like how the jump kicks gave, like, double the score of anything else. That's why I was using them so much.
Really?
Yeah, I think a jump kick gave, like, 1,400 points.
Holy
and a normal
crap.
kick gave, like, 800, 600 or 800.
Okay. So, yeah, I think that
That's why I was doing that.
probably the optimal way then would probably to reduce the enemy's HP with jump attacks, and then while they're at 1 HP, do low attack so that you don't accidentally hit their head and make them die. I never figured out. Like, I figured there was some mechanic I had to do to knock their head off to actually finish the fight, but I never figured out that. Was it just like a position thing? I think it's really just where your hit contacts the enemy.
Okay, well, I don't trust the hitboxes to be accurate in this game. So.
Yeah, I believe you.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, it's not the worst hitbox I've ever seen in a fighting game, but at the same time, it's pretty bad. I do like that in this specific game, because it is a player versus computer, like, the difficulty definitely ramps up, and the computer, like, it's not everyone has, like, a fair AI or a fair move set. It definitely starts robbing you towards the end, and it's like, come on, give me your quarters. Give me your quarters. I want them.
I thought Mauchin was hilarious. You have like a couple frames to realize where he's coming from, and then kick. And sometimes it worked. Most of the time, he didn't actually take damage, but that was kind of weird. But it was funny the way he just came in and out really fast.
Yeah, I love it. You're like, is he on the left? Is he on the right? Where is he? At first, I thought it was just like you were fighting 100 different people, but no, it's just this guy who warps all over the place. Also, Meekin, we got to actually learn a little bit about Chinese puppets during the show today.
Oh yeah, who was I playing as?
You were playing as a puppet. I don't know.
We have no idea.
It was Enzo Matrix.
We did show Enzo Matrix on stream.
I couldn't stop thinking about it the entire game.
That's so good.
Why is this kid Enzo? I don't know.
By the way, would you believe me if I said this was based on hardware for a Mahjong game?
That's great. We should have played Mahjong. I might have been able to finish that.
Yeah.
Not arcade Mahjong, because
probably not. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, actually, most of the other games that were on this specific engine would not be allowed on Twitch. That is true. So
that's great.
Too bad, Meekins. We can't do that.
Okay.
Well, with that said, you made it super far into the tournament. I'm very proud of you. So hit me up sometime. I will give up to $40 of Steam gift cards. I'm a little bit tight on money at the moment, but I think that I could probably do that since the Steam sale is going on. Or if people in chat want to help me cover some of the costs, you can always drop a tip over on my PayPal. That's always welcome. But
I don't know. The only prize I've ever gotten from Kusog7ande, the only one I've ever asked you for was that Adam Sandler movie, and I haven't watched it yet.
Jack and Jill?
Yeah.
Well, I've never watched it either. I really have no interest in watching Jack and Jill.
My new computer doesn't have a DVD player on it, so I still can't watch it.
Oh my gosh, You're saved. Seriously though, hit me up. I want people to get the prizes that they deserve. They deserve. I also have promised the new Neil Breen movie, but he's being really frustrating and not releasing it. He's like, I have to go to festivals and show it off first. And I'm like, fine, Mr. Breen. Yeah, how dare you actually try to make money off of a really, really fantastic project? Huh? How dare you?
I love fantastic asterisk projects.
Oh, including the asterisk in the name there. That's perfect. Thank you, Max, for the resubscription. Meekin, because you're eliminated, we have to ask, do you have any last words for your tombstone?
I blame Enzo Matrix.
Oh, so do I. Well, everybody.
Bro hasn't even seen Reboot, though.
It's everyone should watch it. That show's great. That's fantastic. Oh, this is great. This is my first time getting top 4, so I'm still excited. Let's go.
Yeah, Meekin. You've been playing since the first Kusog7ande. And you made top 4 this time. You've just been getting a little bit better and a little bit better, and I love to see that gradual improvement here. And thank you for at least tolerating all of the crap that you've played over the years.
Thanks for tolerating me.
No, I love you. Wait, Meekin, are you doing a run at a marathon coming up?
I'm doing 2 runs and 2 marathons coming up.
Which marathons?
Next week, I am playing La Mulana 2 Randomizer for the fan game marathon.
Ooh, okay.
It's gonna also be at like 3 a.m., so I don't expect anyone to show up. But that's okay. They need someone to play overnight.
Yeah, there will be there
overnights.
will be VODs, and there will be people like Novasol who will be awake.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
be sure you share links with us, by the way, so that we can tell everybody. I'd love to announce when people in Kusog7ande are doing various events. So please let us know.
I gotcha. I'll see what I can do. The next, I do want to say though, next month I got accepted into Frame Fatales.
Yeah.
And I'll be playing Mega Serval for that at like 2 p.m. instead of 2 a.m. It'll be great.
I don't even know what that game is, but yeah, you have sort of a prime time slot for that, and that's going to be
fantastic.
Really cool.
So happy. It's a little Mega Man game about animal people, so you'd love it.
I like animals. Oh my god. Well, yeah, big surprise. I'm a furry. Speaking of that, I'm going to Dallas at the beginning of August for Texas Furry Siesta, and I'm getting paid to help run the escape room there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, getting paid to run an escape room and travel. It's really cool. I'm very excited.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
So, yeah, be sure everybody else who is playing in marathons as well, please let us know, because I do like to let people know about the various events that are happening. Other than that, I think we're going to go raid Tina Hacks. I want to be back with more Final Fantasy V 4-Job Fiesta Z's Nest tomorrow, and I need to wrap up this little sponsorship from Factor that we've had here, so I'm hoping that we can do that all tomorrow. Otherwise, I am very tired, and so we're going to call it good today.
Okay, thank you, goodbye.
Thank you, Meekins. Let's raid Tina Hacks, and do we have a good raid message? Thank you. I like that.
I think it's a good raid message.
That sounds like what the Chun-Li-esque character was shouting the entire time. She's just beating you up. Thank you, thank you. Whereas Chun-Li apologizes, this one just thanks you for the opportunity to beat you up. Bye, Meekins.
Bye.
Bye, Novasol.
Bye, bro.
Bye.